First one of those is a resolution in support of Juneteenth. Can I get a motion for the resolution in support? Go ahead, Kristen.
I recommend approval of a resolution in support of Juneteenth, 2022.
Can I get a second? DJ has a second, and would a board member like to read the resolution? Go ahead, Kristen.
Okay. Resolution in support of Juneteenth, June 19th, 2022. Whereas news of the end of the enslavement of African Americans did not reach the frontier areas of the United States, in particular the state of Texas, until months after the conclusion of the Civil War, more than 2.5 years after President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863. And whereas on June 19, 1865, Union soldiers, led by Major General Gordon Granger, arrived in Galveston, Texas, with news that the Civil War had ended and the enslaved were free. And whereas African Americans who had been enslaved in the Southwest celebrated June 19th, commonly known as Juneteenth Independence Day, as an inspiration and encouragement for future generations. And whereas Juneteenth Independence Day began as a holiday in the state of Texas and is now celebrated in 49 states and the District of Columbia as a special day of observance in recognition of the emancipation of all slaves in the United States. And whereas Juneteenth Independence Day celebrations have been held to honor African American freedom while encouraging self-development and respect for all cultures. And whereas Pruder School District is committed to providing an inclusive, representative, culturally affirming, safe, and supportive learning environment where all students, employees, and community members see their historical celebrations as an integral part of our district mission and values. Now therefore be it resolved that the Pruder School District Board of Education does hereby proclaim the 19th day of June 2022 as Juneteenth in Pruder School District and encourages students, staff, and the community to support, honor, and celebrate the independence of and the excellence and enriching contributions made from our African American communities of the past and present.
Great, thank you, Kristen. I believe, Superintendent, you have some folks joining us to speak about this.
Yes, very excited to share that joining us this evening to speak to the recognition of Juneteenth is PSD's Chief Equity and Academic Officer, Ms. Marlena Gross-Taylor, along with our new Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Coordinator, Ms. Delia Mahaney. Welcome to both of you.
Hello, my name is Delia Mahaney. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm very excited to be here to ask that the Board of Education pass the resolution recognizing Juneteenth, which occurs on the 19th of June every year. Juneteenth is a holiday for everyone, regardless of race. It is a great time to come together and learn about each other and our histories so that we can truly see, hear, and value each other. It is not lost on me that this acknowledgement is taking place on Flag Day in the United States. Flags hold great significance for folks across our globe and represent so many of our values and ideas that are as different as they are the same. Tonight, my shirt shows the Juneteenth flag. The color scheme was intentionally made the same as the United States flag, red, white, and blue, to signify that the formerly enslaved and their descendants were and are citizens of the United States. It is affirming, not just for me as the proud descendant of formerly enslaved Africans and those members of our Black community, but also for our PSD family in its entirety, that this board recognize and embrace the momentous occasion when news of independence reached masses of enslaved people who bravely fought for their freedom and the future of our country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I didn't know whether Marlena was going to add to that. No, okay. Well, thanks very much for that context, and I would ask whether any members of the board want to make any comments here. Okay, Kristen, go ahead.
All right, I'll just say thank you so much for sharing that with us, and I am just so honored and proud to be able to pass this resolution today, so thank you.
In the absence of other remarks, I'll ask Kristen to call the roll on this.
DJ Anderson,
Aye.
Nate Donovan,
Aye.
Kristen Draper,
Aye.
Rob Pedersen,
Aye.
Carolyn Reed. Aye. Jessica Zamora. Aye. Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you very much, Kristen.